Bills Mafia, turn it up. This is your boy live from the heart of Buffalo, snow flaking off the microphone, wings on the breath, and that shout song still rattling in my chest from Sunday. Let's go Buffalo. Good evening, Mafia. Welcome to One Bills Live After Dark. I'm coming in hot because we gotta talk about our big-bodied second-year wideout Keon Coleman. And yeah, it's time for some real talk mixed with that Mafia love we do better than anybody. Look, the last 2 weeks hurt. Seeing number 0 in street clothes on the sideline? Man, that stings worse than a January wind off Lake Erie. Keon Coleman, our second-round pick, the 6 feet 4 inches, 215-pound freak from Florida State who skies over DBs like he's got a trampoline in his cleats, was a healthy scratch 2 games in a row. Not because of drops. Not because of route mistakes. Not because some corner had his number. No, because he showed up late to a Friday team meeting before the Week 11 game. And Sean McDermott, the same coach who preaches the process louder than Marv Levy ever preached, where would you rather be than right here, right now, sent a message that echoes all the way back to the Kelly Thomas Smith days. In Buffalo, you earn the right to put those pads on. And listen, I get it, the kid's 21 years old. He grew up in Opelousas, Louisiana, probably never shoveled snow a day in his life until he landed at Highmark. But this is the NFL, baby. This is Buffalo. You're not just playing for a paycheck. You're playing for a city that's waited 30-plus years to see that Lombardi trophy roll down Abbott Road. We've been through 4 straight Super Bowl losses. We've had wide right, no goal, the drought, the Music City miracle, the 13-second heartbreak. We've jumped through flaming tables in sub-zero weather just to feel something. So when you get drafted by the Buffalo Bills, you don't just get talent. You get a responsibility. And right now, Keon Coleman is learning that the hard way. Here's why this cuts so deep, Mafia. Because we need what Keon brings. Josh Allen, our superhero, our freight train with a cannon arm, has been carrying this offense on his back like he's Atlas holding up Western New York. But even Superman needs a big target he can just launch it to when the pocket collapses. Keon is that guy. 6 feet 4 inches. Long arms. Hands like glue. The ability to moss corners in the red zone and turn 50 to 50 balls into 80 to 20 prayers answered. Remember that touchdown grab against the Jets earlier this year? High-pointed it over Sauce Gardner like he was stealing candy from a toddler. That's the Keon we drafted. That's the Keon who makes defensive coordinators lose sleep in their Cheektowaga hotel rooms the night before they play us. Right now, without him, defenses are crowding the middle. They're daring us to beat them deep. They're putting 8-9 in the box against James Cook, who, by the way, is still running like a bat out of hell, but they're taking away those jump balls that made life so easy for 17. We saw it against Kansas City. We saw it against Baltimore. When the windows shrink, Josh needs a guy who can go up and impose his will. Nobody else on this roster has that exact blend. Not Khalil Shakir, love the slot ninja, but he's not boxing out safeties at 6 feet 4 inches. Not Amari Cooper, savvy vet, but he wins with route craft, not by bullying people at the catch point. Keon changes the geometry of the field just by stepping on it. And that's what makes these 2 weeks so frustrating. The talent is screaming Super Bowl X Factor. The habits, right now they're screaming, still growing up. But here's the beautiful thing about Bills Mafia. We believe in redemption stories. We loved Josh when he was throwing picks to the practice squad. We loved Tyler Bass after he pushed 1 wide right in the playoffs. We loved Stephon Diggs when he was catching strays for running wrong routes. We love hard, we forgive quick, and we expect you to run through a brick wall for the guy in the helmet next to you. So Keon, if you're listening, and I know you are, because every player secretly tunes into WGR, this is your welcome to Buffalo moment. This is your earn the wings moment. Jim Kelly played with cancer eating at his jaw and still threw for 300. Thurman ran for 400 yards in a playoff game with a migraine. Bruce Smith sacked people with a torn pec. This fanbase has been to hell and back. We don't need perfect. We need heart. We need you walking into One Bills Drive at 5:30 a.m. because you can't sleep thinking about how bad you want to make this right. Imagine this, Mafia. Keon comes back after the bye, runs the perfect comeback route against San Francisco, skies over Charvarius Ward, mosses the ball at its highest point, and spikes it so hard the Richter scale in Orchard Park registers a 3.2. The place erupts. Tables catch fire. Duff's runs out of medium sauce by halftime. And we all scream, "That's our rookie and no more." Because that's what this is, the end of the rookie excuse book. Year 2 is when boys become pros. Ask Tremaine Edmonds. Ask Greg Rousseau. Ask Gabe Davis. Remember when he disappeared for weeks and then dropped 204 tutties on Kansas City in the playoffs? This is the league where adversity either breaks you or builds you into a legend. Sean McDermott said it best after the second scratch. I'm paraphrasing here, but you know the vibe. We love Keon. We believe in Keon. But love comes with accountability. That's the same man who benched guys in 2017 and turned a 9-7 wildcard team into a perennial AFC East terror. The process trusts itself. Oh, here's my prediction. Mafia. Keon Coleman is about to have the best second half of any Bills wide receiver since, dare I say it, Lee Evans in 06. He's going to come back locked in, angry in the best way, and he's going to remind the entire league why Brandon Beane traded back into the second round to grab him. 10 touchdowns the rest of the way. Red zone nightmare for every coordinator. And when we hoist that AFC Championship trophy in January, yeah, I said it, Keon's going to be out there catching the confetti with the rest of us. This is Buffalo. We don't break. We bend, we bleed, we jump through flaming tables, and then we come back stronger. Keon Coleman is about to find out exactly what it means to wear that charging buffalo on his chest. Oh Keon, balls in your hands now, big fella. Literally and figuratively. Go earn it. Mafia, you know what time it is. Circle the wagons. Pound the tables. Crank up the shout song until the neighbors call the cops. Because our guy is coming back, and when he does, oh baby, the league ain't ready, let's go Buffalo. See you in Orchard Park. I'll be the one with a Labatt in one hand and a flaming table in the other.